Last weekend, Kahawa Pride was back on the road, this time looking for revenge. We were lining up against Maaji FC, a side that we had some unfinished business with in a club that earlier in the season handed us one of the most frustrating results of our entire campaign. A 0-0 draw in a match that many thought, including ourselves, should have been won, and a disappointing result that was in the midst of our rock bottom early season drought. And to make matters worse, we scored in the final seconds, but it was ruled offsides in a controversial but ultimately correct call by the linesman. As you can imagine, we walked into this one with something to prove. Fresh off of our 5th win in a row, we wanted to stay hot and keep our win streak alive. And in this video, I'm covering the entire match along with several other major headlines surrounding the club, a brand new kit, a World Cup watch party, some big Lionesses news, and much, much more. You are now watching Road to the Kenyan Premier League. What's up, everyone? My name is Hayes Canup, JerseyBird founder and your host of Road to the Kenyan Premier League. And I'm back with another big episode for you all. Before we get into it, if you want to support the project, there are 3 main ways to do so. First up is the Lions Den, the official club Discord, where we host watch-along parties, interact with players, and discuss unreleased news weeks before it ever hits the YouTube channel. Go check it out. It is a crucial way to support the club. Second is the KPFC 10 for 10 deal. If your club is in need of new kits and apparel, go to JerseyBird.com, tap start a project, and we will pair you with a JerseyBird designer who will create some awesome kits just like the ones you see in our videos. And if you tell us that you came from this show, you will get 10% off your order and 10% donated directly to the club with a mention in next month's financial report video. And lastly, if you just want a simple way to contribute, go to kahawapridefc.paperform.co. I just revamped the entire donation page. You can now become a sponsor directly through that page. We will call you if you want to sponsor the club, so go check it out. It is greatly improved. And as always, thank you for all the support. Back to the video. Last weekend, we made the trip over to Mwiki Grounds to take on Maaji FC. And if you've been watching the show for a while, you know that we had a score to settle with them. The first time we played them at home, we could just not find a way to score. We had chance after chance. We hit the post at least once, and the match finished 0-0. They parked the bus, stayed organized, and we could not get the win. And the keeper also played extremely well. But one bright spot that day on our side was Kevin Mina, who did come off the bench. He played so good that he walked away with a Man of the Match award despite the goalless draw. So coming into this rematch, it was personal, and we knew that we had to get 3 points, not only for our promotion hopes, but also to keep our win streak alive, which was at 5 matches in a row going into this match. When we pulled up on Sunday, there were some cows on the pitch warming up with us. Yes, real cows just grazing out there while we were getting ready for the match, setting the tone for a classic regional league matchup, and we wouldn't want it any other way. Getting into Coach Kim's starting 11 for this match, we're back in our usual 4-2-3-1 formation. Karani in goal, a backline consisting of Uma, Otieno, Kiari, and Etyang. Okech and Austin Ochieng are in the midfield. Felix Kamau, Moniki, and Buire are on the attack, and Brian Masharia is alone at striker up top.
We are ready for the match. We are ready to tackle and fight for the badge.
Mimi naona tu tufanye kama vile kocha alivyowekeza mazoezini, tutapata ushindi.
The camp is good, fresh and motivated.
We are here to prove something. Last time we met with this team, there were some issues, and we drew. And this time we are coming for a win.
The match kicked off in the 11th minute, the opener. A free kick won when Kamau was fouled and finished by Austin Ochieng. 30th minute goal from Kamau, Sidiki Otieno to Mwiki to Austin Ochieng's outside of the boot pass to Gideon Etyang, who crosses it in for Kamau, who puts it into the back of the net. And our third goal of the half, a 44th minute goal from Brian Masharia, a forced turnover. Marvin Okech threads the needle to Masharia between two defenders for a one-touch finish. 3 goals in the first half give us a 3-0 lead at the break on the road against a side that we literally could not score on for an entire 90 minutes earlier in the season. So obviously, spirits are high heading into the half. And in the second half, we weren't slowing down at all. In the 48th minute, just 3 minutes into the second half, Kamau gets his second goal of the game. Marvin Okech sends it to Kamau, who cuts inside on to Masharia. The move reaches Mwiki, who keeps his balance and cuts it back. Masharia's shot is parried, and Kamau buries the rebound. And in the 56th minute, we get a penalty. Karani Mamba launched a monster long ball. Masharia heads it into Mwiki, who sends Moses Bwire down the left wing. Bwire is fouled in the box, and Mwiki takes the penalty and buries it. 5-0. A 5-0 win on the road, and we head back to Kahawa West in high spirits.
Teamwork made the difference. Everybody was pushing himself to 100% and we delivered.
Grateful. Naweza sema kwanza tunashukuru juu tumewinpoa na naweza sema tumetuweka kwa level nyingine ya juu.
And I want to give some flowers to the entire team here because that was a complete team performance. Kamau walked away with a brace and was a problem all afternoon. Ochieng got us up and running with that opener, but the one thing that we have to point out is that many of these goals came from proper football, multiple pass buildups from end to end, just really solid team play, arguably the best we look all season, and some of these clips just show it clearly. We are playing at a very high level. And here's some content that has nothing to do with the scoreline, but might be my favorite moment of the whole day. While our team was out there at Mwiki Grounds, Govid got completely bombarded by a group of kids who recognized him from the series, just telling him how much they love watching and how they were so into the show and they couldn't believe that they were meeting him in person. They even sat down with him and interviewed him, and it's really just awesome to see the impact that the show is having on the ground. All the kids are watching, everyone's following along. Really is just cool to see that happening out there, even at away games. Another cool moment at the game, someone from a local academy had a bunch of boots to give away, and they asked Govid to pick out a player that he felt deserved a pair. So he did, and little moments like that are just what make everything about the football community in Kenya so special. So that is an Alphas recap from last weekend, a big 5-0 win. Let's check in on the Lionesses because they also had a big matchup this week, but it did not go the way that we wanted. they came up against the league leaders, Kahawa Queens, the side sitting atop the whole table. And remember, just like the Alphas, we have to be in first place to be eligible for promotion. And we came up just short and lost it by a single goal. Now, this does not end our promotion dreams this season, but it is a long shot from here. Realistically, we are talking about something like a 1 to 5% chance. So we would need the Queens to drop all of their remaining games while we win all of ours. But it's never over till it's over. And if there's one thing that these girls have shown us this season, it is that they do not quit. Just a couple weeks ago, they took down Embakasi South and then drew 1-1 with the second place side the day before. So 2 very strong performances before finally being stumped by the team at the very top. But it's not all tough news on the women's side this week, because one of our own alumni has been flying the flag for Kenya. Tabitha Wambui started for Kenya in the U17s in their World Cup qualifier and put in some great minutes out there, and Kenya held Uganda to a draw to set up a final round against South Africa, with the winner booking a place at the U17 World Cup. Some of the Lionesses were even there to cheer her on and to see a player connected to this club. I know I've mentioned her name many times. She's out there representing her country at a very high level, and we are all very proud of her and her accomplishments. And a quick word on our U19 squad, Mapogo, who also took care of business with a 3-0 win of their own this weekend. A strong weekend for them as well. We had a viral moment for the Lionesses, which happened a couple of weeks ago, and this one has completely blown up online. If you go all the way back to our first in-house match live stream test, our test run against Embakasi South, some things got a little bit heated out there, and one moment in particular went absolutely viral. One of our players ended up on the wrong side of a slap, and well, the internet did what the internet does. That clip has now passed more than 600,000 views over on Instagram, with people in the comments still going back and forth on whether it should have been a red card. It's pretty cool to see a single moment from a 4th division women's game reach that many people, and it just goes to show how many eyeballs this project is bringing to grassroots football. With that being said, the Lionesses are opening their push for a front of shirt sponsor going into the 2026-27 season. If you are interested in sponsoring the Lionesses and getting that front of shirt placement, go to kahawapridefc.paperform.co, fill out the 1-minute form, and apply today to be a sponsor. Now, getting into some off the pitch action, because as you guys know, the whole world stopped for one event this week, the FIFA World Cup, and we made a real night out of it. Both the Lionesses and the Alphas gathered together at the clubhouse to watch the opening ceremony, and that very first match was watched together as one big family. Here, the most ever, and the whole tournament kicked off with an African side, South Africa, taking on one of the hosts, Mexico. And if you really know ball, you will remember that the last World Cup held on African soil, South Africa, back in 2010, a classic, opened with that exact same fixture, South Africa against Mexico. So 16 years later, everything all comes back full circle. So we went around the house and asked everyone in the squad who were they supporting and who they think will lift the trophy, and whether they can picture themselves on that stage one day.
It was a good win for the Senegal. They are the African champions. Which team are you supporting in the 2026 World Cup?
I'm supporting Portugal. Do you know why? Because of Cristiano Ronaldo.
What has Cristiano Ronaldo done?
The record speaks for themselves. Ghana.
And honestly, that dream is not as far away as it might seem, because Kenya is co-hosting the Africa Cup of Nations tournament in 2027, along with Uganda and Tanzania. So big time football is coming home real soon. Moving into our birthday segment, this one needs a bit of explaining for everyone watching outside of Kenya. Here in Kenya, it is a tradition when it is your birthday, the team washes you, and by washes you, I mean they grab whatever they can find, whether it's mud, water, random things from the trash can, you name it, and they absolutely drench you in it. It's an old tradition. It goes way back. It's a kind of cleansing, and at our place, nobody is safe. And Siddiqui found that out the hard way after the match last weekend. But it did not stop with just Siddiqui, because the boys made a rule that anyone whose birthday had passed since December who had still not been washed had it coming, so they went and got everybody. And it doesn't even stop with the men. Even our Lionesses are not safe. One of them, Margaret, came to grab breakfast on her birthday. She got washed. Then she came back later in the day and got washed a second time, a proper doubleheader. Again, nobody is safe, not even the Lionesses. And finally, the one that so many people have been waiting for, we have a brand new kit. Football clubs rely heavily on branding. Man City's sky blue, Juventus's black and white stripes, Brazil's full yellow shirts. These are iconic aesthetics, recognizable from down the street and extremely marketable. But by 2026, all of these aesthetics have to be claimed, right? Wrong. Somehow, some way, Kahawa Pride accidentally coined a brand new aesthetic that no other club on the planet shares. And it's been hiding in plain sight right on our club crest since we were founded in 2022. Half red, half green, it's that simple. But nobody has claimed it yet. So, to kick off this new era of Kahawa Pride football, to create a foundation for decades to come, we solidified our brand with a kit aesthetic that has the potential to become one of football's most iconic designs. But more than what I think about it, I wanted to see what the players thought the moment they first laid eyes on it, so we put it right in front of them and just let them react. Before we close out the video, I want to fill you all in on something that we have not talked about yet, because Coach Kim had a bit of a health scare last week and ended up in the hospital, which meant the boys went into the weekend without their head coach on the touchline. The good news is he is now doing well and on the mend, and on Saturday, the team headed over to his place to check in on him and bring him a little something to welcome him back. That is all we have for this video. Coming off a 5-0 win, we are absolutely flying right now. In fact, that is 6 wins in a row, and it has us sitting still in 4th on the table with 47 points. The top of the table is still in a gridlock. Our next match is back at home at Maaji Primary this Sunday, June 21st against RDU, kicking off at 3 p.m. East African time. That is 1 p.m. in London and 8 a.m. in New York. RDU are sitting mid-table down in 11th, so this is a real chance for us to keep this run rolling in front of our home fans. And we will be back live streaming for this match, so tune in, tap that notification bell, be there for the stream. It's been a minute, so I'm excited to be back live. That's all we have for this episode. If you like the show, drop a like, drop a sub, comment where you're watching from. As always, you can catch new episodes of Road to the Kenyan Premier League every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you all for the incredible amount of support, and I'll see you in the next one.